Welcome back. I now have for you the papers that I put in a deckle and frame and used. I did buy and purchase some actual deckle and frames. I've got some DIY ones I'll use and show you later on, but these are the ones that I purchased. I do have a variety of materials. I use DIY materials in these to lay them on and form them on, and you'll hear me talking about the different things that I used as I show you. This particular paper, you can see it folds. I could turn that into a page. Didn't get that quite blended well enough. If you don't like that, you can pull it off, leave it on there. It doesn't matter. And that, something I haven't shown you either. You can add coloring. You can add things to your papers. We'll get to that. But that particular one, I believe this was, I want to say on a very small Addy count cross-stitch fabric. I will be doing a video showing you that, but I just wanted to show you the different one. You can see one of the things there. This is a linen. This is like so soft. I'll tell you, I mean, this is extremely soft. See how that will fold perfectly into a page. Doesn't crack or anything. And I can use that as a page in a journal. This is, like I said, using a slurry and a deckle and a frame. They need to be ironed. And this was a, this one was using one of the things that came with the kit. I can tell by the design to form it on. Again, very soft. I believe that was one of the linen ones. I really do like how thin the paper got. The drying rack I put this on had that. And when I iron, those will all go away. But you see how easy these fold. This particular here, the side, can you guess what this is? You look at it really close, you might be able to guess. That's the opposite. That's the side that I dried it on and pushed on. But it pushed against, I used a plastic canvas. And so my paper has a texture. It folds. This is a little bit thicker because I put it on there thick, but as you can see, I'm just sort of showing you. None of these have colors. These are the natural coloring from the paper I recycled. You see how I got it thinner? I didn't quite, I was getting down to the end of the slurry. My pulp was gone out of my slurry and it was thinner, but that's still completely usable. After you trim these up, that one, when I was breaking it, it came apart and I could recycle this, but no, that will still work, in my opinion, for what I want to use it from. These are some pieces. This is a smaller one. Be good for the, use them in clusters and whatnot, but you can see these are screen that came with the kit. This is the 5x7 paper, I believe. Screen one. This was the 3x5 one. So different, in this particular kit I got, it had 4 different ones in it. But you can see those papers. They, you know, like, this is trimmed out. This was actually one of the 8 o'clock cross-stitch papers, DIY things that I came up with. Okay, but you can see how it folds very nicely. I just dry mine sitting on the counter stacked up, and then in the morning when the sun comes out, I put them outside for about 30 minutes to an hour, and they are completely dry. Also, some of my, using my sheer fabric to dry some of these on, and if you've watched the previous video, you will see that in there when I show how they're stacked. Like I said, these are all deckle and frame. You get different results out. When I laid it down, I messed up on that one, but I can recycle those and put it back in my pulp, or you can use them as is, cut them down, do whatever. Like I said, once I iron these, I can get on that. You'll see this different coloring right here. When I put this down, I had a hole, and so I just added those in with my hand and pressed it in there. It's a little bit darker because it wasn't, because I'd already added some darker to my slurry. But you can see some of the different colors of some of my papers that I cut up in there. Depending how much you blend this, depends on how much of those pieces you have. But there you go, seeing the results from a deckle and frame. On some of them, that was my first try with that new deckle and frame. I'll practice a little bit more with them, because I usually use my DIY ones, but these were some that I purchased to see how they do. But I will catch you all later.